2.3. Solve two-step equations. Like terms that have the same variable parts. Let's take a look at this algebraic expression. I'm going to separate all the terms into 4 separate parts. So you have positive 3x, negative 4, negative 6x, and positive 2. Notice that how I'm reading this as positive and not plus. It means the same thing. And here, negative instead of subtraction. It's totally okay. And let's review input and output. Each number in the domain represented by the x variable. Each number in the range represented by the y variable. Part A, solving a two-step equation. To solve a two-step equation, you isolate the variable by applying the inverse operations in the reverse order of operations. So here we need to take positive 23 or plus 23 and subtract negative 23 to both sides of the equation. So negative 23 is the inverse of positive 23. Therefore, we can undo positive 23 and negative 23 on the left-hand side, bring down 9n, and subtract negative 23 from positive 5. So 5 and negative 3 gives you negative 18. Then we divide 9 to both sides to get negative 2. Here, my variable is c, so I add 2.5, the inverse of negative 2.5. Bring down 1.3c, and then we have 3.9. c would equal to 3. For the next one, we have to take the inverse of negative 7, which is positive 7, and add it to both sides of the equation. Cancel this part out. Bring down 2z over 3. Negative 9 plus 7 is negative 2. We take the reciprocal of 2 over 3, which is 3 over 2. Cancel this out, and we're left with z. Negative, positive, negative. Cancel out the 2, so your answer is negative 3. Part B. Solve a two-step equation by combining like terms. To solve the equation 10a minus 3a equals 35, you will begin by combining 10a and negative 3a because they are like terms, as I mentioned earlier. So 10a minus 3a is 7a. So I'm going to show an extra step here. By the distributive property, we can do this. So this will be 7a equals 35. A equals 5. And here, negative 28, negative 7y, y equals 4. And this one, 9p equals 54, p equals 6. Part C. Find an input of a function. Write an equation for the function described and then find the input. The output of a function is 5, so output would be y is 5 more than negative 2 times the input of x. So x, y. Find the input when the output is 11. So we need to find out what x is. So I'm going to sub in 11 for y to get this equation. And now we can solve. Subtract 5 to both sides. 6 equals negative 2x. X equals negative 3. The output of a function is 13 more than 4 times the input. So y equals 13 more than 4 times the input. Find the input when the output is negative 17. Word problems. As a scuba diver descends, meaning going down, into deeper water, the pressure of the water on the diver's body steadily increases. The pressure at the surface of the water is 2,170 pounds per square foot. The pressure increases at a rate of 64 pounds per square foot for each foot the diver descends. Find the depth at which a diver experiences a pressure of 8,570 pounds per square foot. So step 1, define your variable. What are you looking for? You're looking for the depth. How deep the diver is. Step 2, write a two-step equation that represents the problem situation. So now we need to set up an equation. The pressure at the given depth should equal to pressure at the surface plus the rate of change of pressure times the diver's depth. So pressure at the given depth is given to you, 8,517. Pressure at the surface is 2,117, and the rate is 64 pounds per square foot. So as the diver goes down, the pressure will increase, and we need to find out the distance. Okay, so to solve for D, we need to subtract 2,117 to both sides. And you get 6,400 equal to 64D. And D would be 100 feet. So I'm just going to write it here again. A town's water tower holds 1 million gallons of water. During the day, the tower is only 2/5 of its full capacity. The tower will be refilled at night when water consumption is low, using a pump that pumps water into a tower at a rate of 2,000 gallons of water per minute. How long will it take to bring the tower back to full capacity? So the tower is already 2/5 full. How much more water is needed? We need to take 3/5 times 1 million. And that will equal to 600,000 gallons. Rate times time equals job. or work. So we're given the rate 2,000 gallons per minute, and we need to find out the time, t. So let t equal the time, and the job will be 600,000. Now we need to solve for t. Cancel out the 3 zeros. T would equal to 300 minutes. And this concludes our lesson.